Everyone watches movies and often sees a man simply walk into a bar and women approach him without saying a word. This is something that has become so frustrating since many men expect that to get a woman you simply just walk into a bar. Unfortunately, there's only one way that this will work, as you'll find out in this video. In essence, men and women should attract each other simply through what's called human nature. However, no two people are the same, and the rise of psychology has meant that people now peek into the minds of each other. This doesn't mean that it's impossible to get a woman without saying a word, and numerous proven tricks will make it a viable option. But before we look at these 7 proven techniques, we need to understand what it is that women actually seek, what women desire from a partner. Before looking at what women desire, we have to look at one of the biggest pitfalls or relationship killers that often destroy your chances with women. Many men have egos, and since they don't have the confidence to directly approach, they'll allow their egos to get out of hand in the hopes that this will attract women. However, she doesn't care about your ego, your problems, and even all the women you're bragging about. These are things you'll often discuss with your mates. But what is it that women truly desire from a man? You can be the most famous person in the world, but if you don't ensure that you have 3 important things ready, no one will ever be in a long-term relationship with you. These 3 things are protection, providing, and professing. In fact, only the perfect man can ensure that his woman has all 3 of these needs fulfilled. You see, protection is one of the most vital aspects of a successful relationship. Since women are not as powerful as men, they naturally expect that men will fight these battles for them. Since the dawn of humanity, women have naturally been seeking out the most physically strong partner, knowing that he has the power to protect them. Secondly, women want a man who can provide. Now, many of you might be thinking that if a woman out-earns them, she should provide for herself. While this does make logical sense, it's well known that women are not acting upon their logical reasoning. You see, women naturally had to rely on their male partners to provide them with a sustained lifestyle. Once again, corporate worlds didn't exist, and everything came down to physical power. The more powerful you were, the better you were at hunting and building. This meant that women were naturally programmed to seek a partner who could provide them and their children with the most resources. Finally, women need a man who can profess his undying love and affection towards her. Once again, women are naturally far more insecure than men. Well, that's how it's supposed to be unless you look at some of the modern men in this world. All of this boils down to a woman feeling comfortable in the relationship, and it's also what's known as back-end game. You see, front-end game is the art of pickup, but the back-end game is how you'll sustain this over the longer run. All of this simply means that a man needs to do a lot of hard work on his own before he's ready and secure within himself to attract a partner. Now, women can see this, even without you saying a thing, and this video focuses on 7 powerful tricks that you can start implementing immediately that will attract women towards you. Some of these will take some hard work, but eventually they'll pay off through consistency. Number 1, make sure you look your best. The first one on the list is pretty self-explanatory, but when you tell a man to make sure he looks his best, he often seems a little dumbstruck. You see, looking your best means that you're taking time and effort to work on yourself. This means going to the gym, or at least working out to keep the excess body fat off. It also means choosing the right clothing you can wear that will enhance your best physical features. Now, you don't need to look like a bodybuilder to attract women, but following a healthy diet and fitness routine is sure to make you look like you actually care about what you put inside your body. By simply walking a few miles each day and adjusting your diet, you can control your weight, but adding a few weights is sure to make this even better. I know it can be excruciating to start a fitness routine, especially when you don't have any real experience or you've never worked out before in your life. However, slow steps will give you bits of progress that all eventually compound into creating a brand new physique. What happens next is that you begin to look good, and since studies have shown that people decide within a few seconds whether they like someone or not, this should naturally help you look much better upon first impressions. Women are more likely to listen to an attractive man approaching them, rather than someone who looks like he doesn't care about himself. On top of this, looking and feeling good releases tons of dopamine in the brain, and this will ensure that you have more confidence. Once again, women are naturally drawn towards secure and confident men. Number 2. The power of social proof. Nothing is more powerful than having social proof. You see, the rise of Sigma male has told men that it's okay to be on their own or take the path of the lone wolf. However, this is not a fun and happy life, which requires a lot of mental strength. When a man is entrenched in a solid social circle, women see him as the kind of person who's beloved by those around him. This creates what is known as social proof and allows women to believe that he's a good type of man. Aside from this, you can also talk to other women within the eyesight of the woman you like, and this, once again, shows that other women actually like you. Yes, women are very much the same as groups, and they'll act upon things that make themselves seem more socially acceptable to the world. Social proof can be manifested in a wide variety of ways, but it involves making someone think that other people also like and respect you. This is the reason why the alpha male is often so successful in relationships, and women notice how other men tend to listen to them. But many other things also serve as social proof, like working hard to buy a new car can show that someone has some money, which naturally means they have resources as well. Women truly gravitate toward this, not because they're shallow, but because they're biologically programmed to seek this. Number 3. Walking with confidence. The key word in this third step is basically confidence, and it means that you'll need to be confident when it comes to who you are and how you carry yourself. You see, confidence can be seen from miles away, and men often forget just how important it is. This means that you should walk with your shoulders back and with your back straight, trying not to be hunched over. Being confident shows women that you have something you can be confident about, which also creates some mystery, especially if you've never communicated with one another. Adding to this is also the way in which you speak. You see, women will often notice how you communicate with others, and whilst you should not necessarily have an authoritative tone, it does help a lot when you feel comfortable talking to other people. By showing good confidence to those around you, you're naturally creating a positive energy, and women will feel this, even without speaking a single word to each other. Building confidence can be daunting, but if you do things like work out and learn how to communicate effectively with others, you'll naturally seem more confident than those around you, and women will eat this up. By showing good confidence, the world becomes your playground, where both men and women will naturally want to be around you more frequently. Number 4. The power of eye contact. Everyone tells you how important eye contact is, and when you've not yet met a woman or even communicated to her, your eyes are the most powerful weapon to communicate what it is that you're feeling. When your eyes meet, it's important not to be the first one to blink. You see, women tend to like guys who can stand their ground and who don't fear any rejection. Naturally, she'll communicate with her eyes in a powerful or even submissive way depending on what she thinks of you. However, holding eye contact is also a sure way for you to earn some respect from others around you. As a bonus, the tip of being and seeming respectful can also have a woman fall in love with you, even when you don't speak a single word. Respect is, unfortunately, something that you need to earn through the kind of person you are and the things that you do. Eye contact and respect often go hand in hand, with one complementing the other, and when you manage to have this confidence, you'll naturally seem far more attractive to women. But by now, you must have noticed just how intuitive women are, and it's essential that you understand how to use this intuitive nature to your advantage. Number 5. Acting with calmness and control. This trick is something that men often learn too late in life. You see, when you're young, it's easy to simply overreact and to allow your fiery temper to get out of control when things don't go your way. In fact, women tend to observe and notice this when it comes to men around them. By acting with calmness and control, women realize that you are secure within yourself and powerful enough to deal with all the adversity that often comes along with life. The main theme that often stands out is that of being mature as a man. Women are not seeking boys, especially as they grow older. This means that having a partner who can naturally survive in this world would be that much more effective as well. You can communicate this to women without even speaking, and she will naturally see this as a more stoic and masculine approach. Yes, the ancient Stoics were notorious for keeping their reactions to a minimum to ensure that no one truly understood how they felt. This also creates a powerful sense of mystery that will naturally attract women. Mystery by itself can be enough to attract a woman, and this is due to the fact that women love to know things. Curiosity always gets the better of women, and this makes them gravitate toward the stoic kind of person who doesn't overreact and can walk away with calmness. Number 6. Be willing to walk away, or non-reactive. If you've been following these tricks, you might already be in contact with a woman. However, it can be daunting to make the relationship work if you don't understand some of the other fundamentals of a relationship. Subscribers of this channel have probably seen many videos that underscore these main relationship skills. However, another way in which you can attract a woman without speaking is by being willing to walk away. You see, women naturally tend to play many games in relationships, or at least in the first few weeks, which is known as tests that aim to seek out some of your flaws. However, a man who is confident enough that he'll be able to attract a new partner will be non-reactive when women tend to play their games, and this can create some frustration, which also borders on the most important thing any relationship needs. This one powerful thing is called sexual tension. Now, we've made many videos that focus on the power of sexual tension, but all this stems from your mindset and your willingness to allow things to flow and women to naturally walk away if they so choose. What you find is that at that moment, she might act emotionally, and she might say or do things that can be rather frustrating to understand. However, a man who simply just chooses to walk away will often see her come back. And this time, you're the one in control, and you have the power to guide the relationship in a specific direction. The willingness to be non-reactive and walk away takes a lot of mental fortitude, but it yields some of the best results in relationships, often avoiding some of the toxic moments and allowing respect to be cultivated from her side. Number 7. Focus on yourself first. Finally, the last one is, once again, something that will take some hard work and effort but yields some incredible value. You see, many men have this desire to have a partner. In fact, they've created a fantasy of what life with the woman they like will be like, but it almost never turns out this way. By focusing on yourself, you tend to give yourself all the time and resources needed to actually accomplish something sensible in life. As a man, you need to be willing to create a legacy for yourself, and this will speak volumes about you before you even utter a single word. The saying goes, work in silence and let your success make the noise. Once you master this, you have a reputation that can go with your personality, and this is what women like in a partner. It all boils down to respect and admiration. Relationships are not about seeking partners, but rather becoming the type of person that attracts the right kind of partner. By focusing on these proven tricks and employing them in your own core value system, you have a head start over many others. But to court a woman, you need a specific set of skills, so make sure to check out this next video to ensure you understand how to approach.